Hello, family. My name is Chris. I am your home gamer dad, and welcome to my next session for Final Girl. This time we will be going into Series 4, if you can believe that. Van Ryder Games have been putting out these throughout the course of 2025. This is the first one that we can all expect that has been on pre-order, both previously on their website and currently right now on GameFound. If you're not sure what I'm talking about with that, I did do a video about it previously, so by all means go check that out if you wish. But right here we have the first feature film for Series 4. Do not worry, I will be going back to Series 3 in the near future. It's just when you come home and you see a package on your step and it contains something that not only were you super excited for, but you're very attached to the IP to it, for Final Girl at least, and you've been looking forward to it ever since you saw the images, well, you just got to play it. So let's go ahead and get ready in order to take on some cuddly creatures as they turn into menacing mechanical monsters. We're going to have a bad time at Buddyland. So the initial inspiration that people get when they see this, where they go to in their first conclusion, of course, is Five Nights at Freddy's, which is the founding father of the Mascot Horror genre, whereas these creatures or endoskeletons or robots or whatever that are dressed up like mascots and animals and cute and cuddly things that normally you would go to them in oh, hi, you're so friendly, shaking hands and everything, but they turn out to be like murderous monsters or possessed children or who knows where you are right now. It's a whole series of these that people are familiar with, that they play with, that have been the inspiration for Bad Times. I know I said Bad Time, but it's Bad Times at Buddyland. I also want to keep calling it One Day at Buddyland just because my brain goes there. I also want to keep calling the main character Buddy. He is not Buddy. He is Billy. So like all the feature films that you would expect for Final Girl, they will contain one killer, one location, and two final girls within it. The killer being Billy the Bear, a giant robotic skeleton covered in a bear costume, and he's of course very withered and decayed and just crazy. I can't wait to see the lore book for this because there's an Easter egg within the location here for Buddyland where if you find it and you do something with it, you get treated to a really awesome surprise. I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the basis for the lore book that we're going to get way in the future once the Kickstarter comes out. That would be awesome if it is, by the way. But yes, so you get Billy as the killer, you get Buddyland as a location, which is an arcade-style setting. Big pizzeria, back that you would see back in the 80s and 90s. Think Chuck E. Cheese, that's the biggest one out there. Discovery Zone was something like that. Just things where you go in, it's a food place, but they have arcade machines and ball pits, which are disgusting. Other big areas, there's some that exist now that have escape rooms and bumper cars and mini bowling in it and things like that. But the ones that are here are mostly based off of the 80s. A little bit more self-contained, but still just as much fun. And one that I grew up with regardless. The nostalgia in this is huge. Your two final girls are Rena and Gwen. I am not sure exactly where the inspiration for these two come from. They could come from a game that I am not familiar with or I'm not as familiar with. I can't really think about who they would be from the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Gwen, the closest I can think of is, what is that, Elizabeth, I believe it is? No, that's Afton's daughter. Gosh, why can't I remember her name? The rabbit, the main, Veronica, right? Vanessa, that's what it is. Not Veronica, Vanessa, whatever. That's the closest I can figure for her. I'm not really sure where Rena falls in, but as far as this playthrough goes, I'm going to be playing as Rena. Both of them are really solid final girls with some amazing abilities to them. Gwen is all about reducing that horror gauge, which is just key and clutch at all times. Rena's a little bit more balanced with a lot of versatility to her, but man, once you unlock her ultimate, she is the best. I will also not be using either of their ultimate weapons at all for this. They're really good. They are good ultimate weapons for these characters, but I kind of just want to go into this as is, nothing really extra added to it. Just dive on in and get through Buddyland the best I can with what I got. The only other thing I want to talk about before I begin is the redesign of the killer spot for ones that have large cards to them. And I'm sorry for the reflection on it and everything, but once you open up the box, other large card feature films like The Tormentor or The Organism or whatever, they contained these cards right here that were oversized for it. And this is the new container that they're in. They're actually indented into the bottom of the container. So you can take your tarot cards and your finale cards and everything, you put them over there. You can then cover this up right there, and then you have another space on top for your other tokens and for all your minis and everything as well. Unfortunately, I will not have minis playing this because they are not available at the time when I got this feature film. Huge thank you to AJ and everyone over at Van Ryder Games for sending me a copy of this in order to be able to play for you guys a little bit early and just kind of show it off and get you out there super excited and interested. Head on over to GameFound and check out that pre-order right now if it's still available. I think they said it's going to be available until about mid-May or something. So be sure you sprint. Don't walk over there. You don't have much time. Get over there. Get yourself a copy of this, the minis that go with it, and of course some of the other fun goodies over there as well that I talked about. If you're looking just to get right to the gameplay, be sure to jump to the particular timestamp. Otherwise I'll teach you all about it right now. Here we go to the arcade. Rena versus Billy the Bear in Buddyland. Whether you're a kid looking to escape the grasping hands of your parents, or an adult with an inner child yearning to break free, your day at Buddyland is sure to be a scream. Welcome everybody to Buddyland, our arcade, party room, pizza place, all kinds of fun stuff within this area. And of course, within here as well, we have ourselves a giant mechanical bear along with other mechanical monsters, this being Billy the Bear and of course his buddies that we are going to discover as we go through this. Now, as far as complexity goes with the two of these, Buddyland is super, super simple. This would be what I would consider the base one that most people would get for Series 4. Everyone seems to look for what is the easiest feature film from a series. So like Camp Paw Patrol was Series 1, Big Bad Wolf was Series 2, Series 3 really didn't have one. Hellscape, I guess, was pretty simple in comparison, but whatever. Buddyland for this one for sure is there's like no special rules with the exception of a few spaces. Billy, on the other hand, is a little bit more complex in terms of what he's able to do, his buddies on the field and everything like that. And if you just kind of look over here really quickly, I mean, we'll zoom in a little bit later, but you'll notice that there's markings pretty much all down the effects side, I guess you can say, of the Bloodlust track. And this is something new that they added in for this particular feature film that through my playing, I love this idea, and I hope this continues with more feature films in, Series 4, or even if they make something for past feature films that you can kind of like incorporate in modularly to fill in certain gaps. I just think this is really, really cool idea. But with all of that said and done, why don't we get on down a little bit closer to Buddyland so we can check that out, because again, this is going to be the easiest one to go over before we talk about Billy. So again, as I said before, there are no special rules when it comes to this location. There's really nothing you have to worry about, with the exception of these 4 spaces in the middle, these purple spots. This is your arcade. And really all this is remember these spots are here because there are going to be event cards, tarot cards, and just maybe a few other things that pop up that reference the arcade. Items do this as well. So once you see this symbol that looks like an arcade cabinet, it refers to one of these 4 spaces. Now this is pretty well connected with a lot of things, like these 2 are connected to the entrance right over here. This one is only connected to the 1, 2, 3 spots. So these 2 spots don't actually, well, no, you don't connect to the left, you don't connect to the right. So you really gotta just kind of pay attention to where your paths are within this. It's a fun little maze of sorts because you think you're going into an area running away and you can kind of get around, but like this spot right here is a wall, so you're not going to be able to get back here easy. There's no connection. If you run into the janitor's closet or the bathroom, you're stuck. You can go between the 2 of them, which is really weird. But at the same time, you can't like jump down into this odd room right here. It has some odd numbering on the floor. Very strange. And an upside down star. That's never a bad thing. Got a jungle gym, the ball pit. Be careful of those ball pits. You don't know what age you're going to be jumping into when you get in there, what era. The dining area, the kitchen, and the party room all the way in the corner. But that's it. That's all there is to it. Just watch out for these purple spaces in Buddyland, and you will be fine. Billy, however, he has a lot more happening on his side, especially because he has minions that are going to follow him around. Those are what we consider his buddies. But before we go into that, let's talk about this ABBAAB going down this way. These are your new Bloodlust tokens. These are going to be various effects that happen throughout the course of the game that will change because they're going to be random every time. Down over here, we have 4 A's and 4 B's. I've already shuffled these around, so I don't know which one is which. Some of these have absolutely no effect on them, which is fantastic. Some of these have terrible effects on them, of course, related to whoever it is that you are going up against. Now, this is going to be very specific for Billy himself. There's going to be things on here that you're only going to find with him. But I could definitely see, maybe for the Series 4 Kickstarter or something like that, there being a pack of whatever that will have a few of these tokens in it that maybe you can use on older killers within Final Girl that are just generic A, generic B, and like raising and lowering the terror gauge, moving victims and things like that. Like a lot of different effects that could apply to literally any killer whatsoever. But these are specific for Billy. So we're going to do like we always do, and we're going to roll our dice in order to determine where they go. So we'll start with the first A on the bottom, number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll take this one and put it right here. Let's go with B, that's a 3. So that's this one right here. That'll be good. Back to B, number 1. You will have 1 left over for each of them. 1, 2, 3, back to the beginning for 4. So that's there. The next A, 1, 2, 3, 4 is this one, and the last B basically evens or odds at this point, number 1. That goes here, and as you can see, as we go through the game, we don't know what any of these are, so it's going to be a big surprise whenever they get revealed, and of course they will be in a different order with different ones showing up every time you play, thus making this game, which has a ridiculous amount of combinations and replayability, even more replayable. Fantastic. Next, what we're going to do for Billy is we're going to be putting down these power tokens. You need to do this before you put down the setup. This has to be done before you set it up. And the rules for this is you could put them anywhere you want to on the board, but a power station, a power node, or whatever they are, can't be adjacent to each other. They have to be separate along that way. They can't have anything connecting to them. So you could put them in any way. There are 2 sides to them. There's an off side and an on side. So I'm just going to put this one, I'm going to put this one in the janitor's closet, and I'm going to put this one up here, and we'll leave the other 2 in the arcade, just because I feel like that's kind of where you're going to find power tokens regardless of anything. But with that said, we'll be able to now do a setup, which is what I kind of want to do right now, because part of the setup for Billy is spawning a buddy, and you need to know where Billy is on the map before we put that down. Actually, before we do that, let's just put down his finale and his dark power. Also because I want to talk about his finale card really quickly, or at least his character card that he has to follow every time he takes a killer turn. So whatever this is what it is, but if you notice that you have 2 actions that are going to happen in the beginning of the killer's turn, the minions will go first. They will target the killer, they will target the final girl or a victim in their space only. There is no movement to that, and they will attack anybody within their space. No movement. Remember, no movement. Same thing for Billy. What that little green symbol right there is if there is a green active node anywhere on the board, doesn't matter where it is, if any one of those tokens that I just put down are green, he will recover 1 health. So in order to really defeat him and to knock him down better, you have to turn off all of those nodes, or else he's just going to keep siphoning power out of Buddyland in order to keep himself charged and doing what he does. He will then also do the exact same thing that the minions do in his space only. He attacks and does whatever he does. Right now he's very slow with a 1 movement and a 1 attack, but as you can see, his movement isn't so bad, but that attack gets really nasty. So I want to give us our final health token as well before we do a setup. Billy is going to get number 3 as I destroy things. I always got to watch out for that. So this one goes to Billy. And our final girl, which again, who I will talk about a little bit later, is number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is this one right here. Keep these to the side. You may need them for something depending on what you pull for the finales or the dark powers. All right, set bad things up here. Here we go. Let's go ahead and Again, I just want to get some of these smaller things done before I go further on. Normal tarot card setup, we're going to go ahead and do the 10 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's done. We know that's our timer. Hooray. Now let's go ahead and do the setup, which we have, okay, playing hooky. All right, so that's nice because our final girl does start in an area with a node. I will talk about how you deal with those a little bit later. Billy's going to start up there. Yes, I probably will call him Buddy from time to time in this playthrough. I apologize already. It's just kind of a thing. I want to say Buddy because Five Nights at Freddy's that this is based off of, as mentioned. So, you know, the main character is Freddy. This is One Night in Buddyland. I want to keep just saying the word Buddy, but that's not how it is. I love that there's a guy right here that I can just get rid of immediately. But of course, everyone's up here as well. So with that said, we now have all of our victims on the board already. I'll do the event a little bit later. Buddy being on the board is important because now we're going to go ahead and Billy is important. Billy on the board is important because we're going to say I did already. We're going to be spawning a Buddy. There we are. And for that, we come over here to the sideboard. As I do, we do have our stack of buddies shuffled up right here. There are 5 of those all together. You'll also have 2 special buddies that you're going to keep to the side. These will be summoned in depending on what you draw. They may come in, they may not come in. That's up to, it's up to the luck and everything that you have. I do have a signature card right here, but I'll go over that a little bit later. First things first, we're going to take the top card here. We're going to flip it up and we're going to meet our first buddy. Ooh, Allie the alligator. So Allie has 2 health on her. So we're going to put 2 hearts. That's what we need to do in order to defeat her. She has an initiative of 3. Once you have more buddies on the field, and it is very possible to have multiple buddies on the field at once, you could have almost all of them on the field, which is terrible. They will act in the order of initiative. So she's right in the middle. She has an attack of 2 and a movement of 1. And once you defeat her, she gives you a kill reward, so she will lower the horror gauge. So defeating the buddies is a great thing to do. You also want to do that because if you're looking to hit Billy and there's an animatronic in his space, just use this for example. So we have Allie's token right here. It actually says Allie on the back as well, but you can flip it over however you want. This is why I wish I had the minis. The minis are going to be fantastic. Each one of the buddies has a minion. There's the robot vehicle, which I thought was going to be a buddy, but it's actually something that helps you in the item deck that has a minion. And then, of course, Billy and all your final girls will have them as well. But for right now, we have classic final girl, red meeple for the killer, and the purple violet one, whatever, for our final girl. Anyway, Allie, for one, in the spawning, cannot go in the same spot as Billy. But this is more for an example. If you are in the same spot as Billy and a buddy and you try to attack Billy, you're not going to be able to because you have to defeat the minion before you do anything to Buddy or try to lure Billy and try to lure him out of there. It's going to be terrible. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to try to catch myself the best I can. However, if there are multiple minions in the same spot and you do excess amount of damage, you can divide your remaining damage amongst all the minions. Excess damage does not split between minions and killers. This is all in the base rule book, by the way, so if you want any type of refresher on that, that's where you're going to go. Now, where did this guy go? Allie is going to go to a spot that is adjacent to Billy. That is the initial place where these all spawn, unless otherwise said. Of course, I could put him in the party room, which would be terrible. I could put him in the janitor's room or the prize corner. I'm going to let fate decide because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6 over here. Let's just go over on this side a little bit more to make it easier to see. A 5. So again, I rolled the dice. That's where it came down to. Allie is in the janitor's closet. Oddly enough, that's very odd for her. I don't actually like her being there because if I draw a particular event that I want, she is not going to, it's not going to turn out very well. But hey, it is what it is right now. And that is your basic setup for Billy the Bear, wherever you are in any one of the locations. Of course, here we are in Buddyland, his home. Everything's all set up and ready to go. As far as these power nodes go, I'm just going to call them that because I feel like that's what it is. I can spend a time, if I'm in the same space as it, to turn it off. So one time will flick it off to its red side. This is also one of those that you can go through a space and do it. So if I rolled the sprint and got 3, I can go 1, 2, 3, but along the way, use a time to turn that off as well. Like I'm running past the wall and just hitting a switch and it's going into power off mode. So that is a very interesting detail that you should remember while playing this, because you'll be able to turn off multiple nodes in a single movement if possible. There is also a 5th node set to the side that could possibly go on the board at any point, so just hold on to that. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our item decks right now. The magical hands of Billy goes through and 3 perfectly placed piles of prizes that we could find and win throughout the course of our adventure. But of course, we are going to be putting one on top of each one. So in the dining area, we will also be able to find, a skee ball token. That is great. There's a ton of different tokens within this game. So this is like one of like 5 of them or whatever. The skee ball token, you do not place the 4 tracking markers, which are considered the skee balls, on this card until you're in an arcade space. +1 dice when attacking with a skee ball. So if I have a weak attack, I could attack with the skee ball at a range of 1. I would then add 1 more dice to that attack, and of course it would give me 1 more damage. Coins, super valuable, super valuable to have. And of course we're going to want to have as many weapons as we can get. And what we have here in the prize counter, the janitor left their mop there. Oh no, but it's all good for us because I'd love to go grab that. 0 range, so it's going to be in your same spot. 1 additional damage, whatever you do. Once per action phase, you can spend 2 time while alone in a space to clean it up and lower the horror gauge by 1. That is extremely useful. That's another one. I mean, I would love to get them both, but the janitor's mop is 2-handed, so you got to be ready for that. And for the last one, we have over in the ball pit an energy drink. Somebody left this. Discard this during an action phase and choose one of the following. Gain 5 time, holy jeez, or move up to 2 spaces. That is insane. Wow, all right, so we definitely know we want to get at least these 2 in our inventory, one of these 2 in our inventory, and then if we can get to the ball pit and dig through it, that'd be great too. But off to the event. All right, so we can take our pile of events here. I'll just have them up like that just so I can see them. We're going to talk about Rena in a moment just to see what she does and what she brings to the table. But for right now, our event for this are broken machines. Oh, goodness, it's so loud. If there are any victims in the arcade spaces, enemies will move towards the closest victim in an arcade space when targeting. Okay. Discard this card when a victim in a arcade space is killed. All right, so right now there's nobody in the arcade spaces, but should victims ever make their way there, those are going to be the ones that are the minions and Buddy and whoever else, or Billy, yes, I'm going to do it, will be prioritizing throughout the course of the game until somebody is actually killed there, in which case that's discarded. All right, so Rena, which I assume is how you pronounce her name, 5 victims in order to activate her ultimate, which is fantastic. I can't wait to do that, which I am going to do that for sure. She can lower the horror gauge, she can move 1, she can gain a health, she can take a guard card, and she can take any item off the top of a card deck. Very well-rounded. The other final girl, Gwen, in this is super great as well. She is nothing but lowering horror, but I like Rena in her versatility for this. That I think is going to be a lot better. Plus, she's just a good all-around final girl to have no matter where you are. So let's be sure to try to get this as soon as we can. I want to get that item card as soon as I can too, just because it saves me some time. And speaking of time, here we go. Let's go ahead and start this up. Our signature action card that I am bringing into this for a possible addition to my hand is Kick. Nothing like a swift kick to the bolts. That's right, gonna knock those off. Kick is extremely strong. It cannot be used to modify an attack. So whatever the attack is, it only does either 2 or 1 damage, but that's usually enough in order to defeat a buddy. So I'm not really too worried about it. Plus, it does have the ability to resolve again should I fail. The only thing that's a problem is that Kick has to be the last card I use within my turn because it will always automatically end my turn no matter what. But again, I could go in there, do a little damage, smack, smack, kick, call it a day, move on from there. So grab this and let's get started. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do right here is just use a time. So now we're down to 5 and we're going to go ahead and flip that to the off position because I really need to make sure I get all of these off. There's a lot of guys in the jungle gym, but the only way to get there is to go up and around this way. Maybe I just kind of stick to this right now, get up this way, save them, come on down. Nobody's in any of the other rooms with the other animatronics, so if I just kind of do a quick run, rescue, start really building up my ultimate quickly. These guys over here will probably attract all the animatronics, so they'll be dead, but I should get my ultimate pretty quickly and then get a free item and maybe search deeper into the ball pit. Ew, that sounds disgusting. In order to possibly get the energy drink or get up to the prize counter. With that said, because our horror starts at 4, which is what Billy is, Billy also has 8 health, by the way, we're gonna go ahead and just do an initial focus, as I like to do, drop it down a little bit, and then of course kind of get an early focus lead on, well, as close to the 3 dice as possible. All right, let's do this. Come on, stars. And of course, we're starting off terrible. You know, I'm just gonna take my other focus on my short rest and I'm going to activate that. That's fine. So we'll say we had 1 success right there. And we're just gonna go ahead and do a walk in order to hopefully rescue that person in the entranceway. Moving 2 spaces would be fantastic as well, because I would probably just go right to the ball pit, but you know, see what happens. Oh, jeez, wow, this is gonna be a great game, I can tell. Well, the good thing about walk is that I will just take a damage, which is fine, and I still get space. I go down 2 times, but I'll move down to the entranceway and I'll be like, hey, you, get under this door, get out of here, shoo, 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 get away, kid. Ah, mommy, runs home to whoever. And you know what? In this situation, I think I'm just going to go ahead and move 1 space. I'll move myself into the ball pit, so this way I'm ready to go next turn. I do have a walk on me, so I'll be able to get them in there. Plus, I have 2 time right now. Just to show, whoosh, I've taken that 1 move and I'm in the ball pit. This is, of course, going to end our turn, so all of this will go to, well, not yet. I gotta make my purchases first. Which, as I said, with the 2 time, I'm just gonna grab this sprint, because if I can get to the jungle gym and then out as fast as I can, get as many people rescued, hooray, hurrah, get my health back and all that other good stuff. Not a whole lot of cards in my hand, but ideally, if I can get her to her ultimate, that will change, and you will all see why. All right, Billy has nobody in the, well, technically the minion would go first, so Allie has no one in her space. Chomp, chop, 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 chop. She is all fine. Billy has nobody in his space. Tarot card. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. First tarot card. Hungry for blood. Oh, great. If there are no victims in the kitchen, party room, or dining room, there are plenty there. Place the killer in the kitchen, party room, or dining room, whichever has the most victims. Oh, no. All right, kitchen, party room, dining room. It's basically this entire run here. Whichever space has the most victims, which is the party room. So, dum-de-dum-dum-dum. Hello, everybody. And dead. And dead. Oh, boy. All right, so these 2 are off. Well, now we get to see what these 2 are. Fantastic. So, Bloodlust goes up by 1. We get to see what this A token is. So, spawn a buddy. Great. So we got a second buddy that's coming onto the field. And that happens to be Roxy. Roxy. Awesome. She has an initiative of 5. She's spawned now, so she actually doesn't do anything. Even if she goes into an area with a victim, she's not going to do anything right now. I need to beat her as fast as possible because I can take a top item card, and she also only has 1 health on her. So that's easy to get into with a weak attack and just knock her out. Unfortunately, she's going to be probably on the other side of the map at this point. Again, she has to spawn to a place that's adjacent to Billy. And again, I like to just leave it up to chance. If I happen to roll a 1, I'll say it's 1, 5, 6, and 2, 3, 4. So it's a 50-50 shot wherever she goes. 4. Of course, down in the kitchen. Roxy's in the kitchen with this person right here. But again, she's not going to attack because, well, her turn has ended already and she was spawned this round. Bloodlust up 1 more time. Oh, God. I don't want to know. What is it? Okay, it's no effect. That's great. But I know if the Bloodlust goes up again, then the horror's going to go up by 2. Ah, joys. So it is possible for me, because now it's my turn again, to get to Roxy and kill her with my my sprint and my walk. Plus, I still have my weak attack in hand, surprisingly enough. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Put my time back to 6. Let's go ahead and sprint. Oh my God, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of these 2 cards needs to have a double star or something like that in order for me to get there. Oh no. Man, it's times like this that I wish I had my 3 dice. Oh, come on, we gotta go save them. We gotta go save the kid over in the kitchen. Someone gotta save the kid in the kitchen, and it's us. I need it to be double. Okay, well, let's see here. I mean, it's still a possibility we can do it, but yeah, I'm just going to stick with this. So we lost 1 time for using the sprint card. We're going to go 1, and immediately doing that, we do get to save another victim. So hooray, this person at least gets out of there, and we'll be able to kind of help ourselves out. So I think what I am going to do is we're going to take any top item card, and I think I have an idea about how to at least get myself into range. Oh, I could do this. Oh, I could do this. Because we can grab the skee ball token, because it is the top item right here, and I don't get anything until I go into an arcade space. That is where I'm heading next. All right, so we move this down. We'll put this right there. There's my skee ball token. And because I have a second movement, I'm up here, and I'm stopping my movement right here on this spot, which means that I can now say, hey, I've used my skee ball token, and have blunk, 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 blunk. They just have that cracking sound come down this way. Oh my goodness. Oh, and what's great is that these skee ball tokens not only give me an additional dice, but have a range of 1. So all I need is anything. Anything right now will help, because walk will always give me at least a guaranteed movement of 1, which will put me into that 1 space with the other victim. But it is not adjacent. Oh, nope. Okay, well, all right. Well, that didn't work out as well as I thought it was going to. You got to watch it. You got to watch. This is what I was talking about. See, there's no connection between this spot right here and the kitchen. I would need to go up and down. A walk of 2 would do it. I could go 1, 2, be right here, and then have the range in order to get her. But, oh, all right, so I do need a double star again. Low chance of that happening, but hey, weirder things have happened in this game. Am I right? Oh, so close. So close. All right, well, unfortunately, we lose the time, and I move myself up 1 over here. I'm in the space with the victim, which is fine. I will go ahead and use another time, so I'm down to 3. Boop, turning that off. And I think I'm just going to kind of leave it right there. I have 3 in order to spend. And with the skee ball token in hand, I'll be able to at least kind of do something else. Holding on to my weak attack for right now, because if I'm in range of somebody, I'm going to absolutely use it as soon as I can. Movement is key right now, just again to get around the board and get close to people. So I'll go 1, 2, and 3 for a close call. Take all of these back, which are 2 focus, a short rest, and a walk. And 1 walk goes down with a sprint. All right, so that's where we're at right now. The minions would go first during the killer phase. There's no one in here for this guy to go. Unfortunately, Roxy is in the kitchen with this guy. And throws him into the oven. Oh, no. All right, with that here like this, we have another one here. This goes up, and our terror gauge goes up by 2. I should have gotten a distract, but I think I should be able to at least start lowering this down a little bit as well. The victims are becoming less and less, but, you know, it is what it is. Also depends on what happens here and how far everybody moves. Oh, no. Tra-la-la. All right, so first things first. The buddies go, and again, they go in order. This is going to be awful. They will each move their complement of their movement to the closest final girl or victim and attack them. And then Billy will move his full complement towards the final girl, and wherever he stops, he is just going to swing at them. Allie goes first. She has a movement of 1. She's going to head right down in here into the bathroom. She's heard people, and your most vulnerable spots right there. You are dead in the bathroom. Yeah, the dark power is going to come up here. This is going to be great. Flipping over B. Spawn a buddy in your space. Oh no, I can't even use the skee balls because I need a range. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. We got 3 buddies on the field. I'm just going to move this down a little bit. Number 3 happens to be Remy the Rat. Remy right here has 2 health on him. He has a movement of 2, an attack of 1, and when you kill him, you're allowed to move 1 space. Remy is number 2 in the order. And now Roxy is gonna go, moving down to the dining area right here, and
Hello.
goodbye you. One was dying by going to the bathroom, the other died by just sitting down and having a nice meal to themselves. Oof, this is brutal. This is so brutal. All right, here we go. Dark power time. Down on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. If I can flip it over. Oh, great. Introducing Billy Jr. Spawn Billy Jr. in Billy's space. I really wish that I had my minis. If I had the minis for this, this would be fantastic just to see them all here coming out on the field and how wild it would be. Billy Jr. right here is considered a minion. Always in the same space as Billy, so he will follow Billy around no matter what. But again, you have to keep in mind, once you fight Billy Sr., I guess, you have to beat Billy Jr. first. Once you beat Billy Jr., it automatically does the damage to Billy. This is not going to be something I worry about for right now. He's just going to hang right down here. He does have an attack of 1 and will hit me if I am in the same space. I really just got to avoid that for right now. Oh my God, this is terrible. This is the worst. We are in such dire needs right now. Oh no. But with all that said, you get to panic. Maybe he'll get somewhere else and just run as far as he can. Number 4, back to the janitor's closet. We'll see if Allie follows him over there. Okay, now that it is our turn once again, Roxy right here happens to be 1 space away. So I'm going to take full advantage of that, and we're going to go ahead and throw a skee ball at her face. She is 1 away right here, which is fantastic. I'll go ahead and knock out 1 of these. I do get 1 additional dice because I'm using a skee ball. I'm attacking with a skee ball. This will do 2 damage to her. She only needs 1 health, but that's fine. Get rid of her, and then just start knocking the rest of them down. All right, so we got the 2 dice plus the 3rd one that the skee ball gives us, so that is great. I'd rather have a star, even 1 star is fine, just so I don't have to burn any more cards. Okay, so I may have hurt myself. It was a hard throw, but we've succeeded. Skee ball right to her face, so she is taking damage. Roxy is out of the game, and her kill reward is take any top item card. That is great. We'll move Allie up here and Billy Jr. up here. Out of the game completely. So if you manage to defeat every single buddy, they will not respawn. But if you have that many spawning, you're kind of in trouble already. All right, so she is poofed out of here. That's fine. I'm actually going to be taking this energy drink up here. I think this is going to do me better for right now because I'm back up at the 6, by the way. I didn't use any, any time. Because I can either gain 5 time by it or I can move up to 2 spaces. So this is going to be something that is going to be very, very helpful in a little bit. I'm just going to kind of leave it, I'm just going to leave it up here for right now. It's a weird way that normally the backpack stuff goes up here and then, or backpack down here, hand stuff up there, but you know, it's just the way I have it. So with this the way it is here, we're going to go ahead and sprint. I want to try to get myself out of this way as possible. Now that all these victims are right here, I need to save at least 3 more victims. 1, 2, 3 are my goal. Allie will probably just kind of bounce around over here. So my first and foremost goal is to rescue these victims. Second goal is to reduce my horror level back down to the green or to the green. Third goal, win. Back to 2 dice on this. 2 spaces will be fine. I'm not too worried about that otherwise, but at least it will be something. Nope. This is, oh no. All right, I'll take my close call on my rest. I'll burn those, turning that 3 into a success. We've used 1 time, so at least I can go 1, 2 down to the entrance right here and say, get out of here, you, trying to save as many people as possible, and of course, saving the pizzeria. Because if you grew up in the 80s and even 90s, you knew that pizzerias were the backbone of your childhood. I spent many a day at Pizza Hut, Chuck E. Cheese, all that other fun stuff. So saving this classic landmark is number 1. But first, we're going to go ahead and lower the horror level. I think that's a good idea right now, just to kind of bring that down a bit and give us a little bit more leeway should something else happen. Like if the terror gauge goes up 1 more, it's going to drop it down again anyway. All right, so we'll go ahead on 4 on that one. I think what I'm going to do now is we will go ahead and walk. If I can get into a position where I can get 1, 2 spaces, I may use my energy drink just to go 1, 2 and get these guys out of here, thus unlocking my ultimate and then calling it right there. And after that, building my way up that way. So I have 2 focuses in my hand. I can always use those to at least convert 1 to move somewhere. Hoping for a star and a conversion. Oh, a double star. Oh, yes, fantastic. All right, so we're down to 4 time. I'm gonna go 1, 2 into the jungle gym right here. And then from here, I will go ahead and use my energy drink. I think 5 time might even be better, but I'm just gonna do this right now because again, I wanna get that ultimate immediately. So we're going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2, Kids, go tell your parents, go tell the authorities, go tell a mechanic, anybody. Just get somebody here with a stun gun or a special key to unlock these guys. Go, 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 go. Okay, so what's nice about this is first and foremost, we get to gain our heart back, the one that we lost earlier from that whole walk card incident. And then we get to have a card added to our hand. So we get to go ahead and take a guard card, something that I will probably most likely just hold on to for right now and for, maybe to burn it or whatever. But hey, there's still 2 buddies and Billy on the field, plus who knows what's going to happen. However, with that all said and done, we can take away all 5 of these victims, move them down, and flip over Rena's card. Once per action phase, you may take a 0-cost card from your discard pile. That is awesome because you can constantly cycle out cards that you are going to need in order to really just help out with whatever it is that you're trying to do. So for example, in this situation, I'm going to go ahead, it's the end of my action phase. This is my discard pile. I'm going to go ahead and take this 0-cost walk and add it back to my hand. So now this walk is back in my hand already, even though I used it for this particular turn. I can still use it now. Like, I've done it once in my action phase. My action phase is still going on, but I think I'm going to hold off right now. I do have, again, 2 focuses and a guard. I have 4 time. I'm going to actually... I'm going to just get rid of 1 focus. I'm going to put 1 focus in here, take the walk, give the focus. That focus is going to go in there so I can earn 1 time. So now I have 5 to take a distraction and to take a, do I want the sprint card or do I want I'm going to take my sprint card. Take my sprint card in order to try to move around a little bit more. This walk goes back to my hand, which is nice, and then we can do these back here. Weak attack will probably be something that comes back to my hand often because, again, with the skee ball and everything, that's great for taking out at least these 2 guys right here. You know what I realized? I never spawned Remy. I never spawned this guy, which is fine because he came out last turn, so he wouldn't have had anything. He spawned in my spot, which was here, so he was actually right there. Okay, so that's fine then. Again, he didn't do anything last turn because once they spawn in, they don't do anything until the next killer turn. So I was wondering why. I was like, where are my other guys here? But yeah, there he is. All right, fine, fantastic. We have it what we have. Still the normal killer stuff, terror card. We're only like 3 in and things are terrible. Do the splits. Oh gosh, anybody ever see the live action Banana Splits movie? That was absolutely insane. It's a horror movie. Don't show it to your kids. All right, so what do we got here? The buddies are just going to move. They're going to move towards the closest victim up to their movement. So Billy Jr. will always stay with Billy. Don't worry about moving him. But in order, Ramey's going to go first. He has a movement of 2, and he's actually going to come right to me. So he's going to go 1, 2 right in my spot. He's not attacking me, but he's in my spot. Allie, however, is just going to move herself right back up there. Again, not attacking, but really being threatening. Billy, however, is going to go ahead and move. First, he's going to target a victim, which unfortunately is going to go 1, 2 right over here. That is a very busy space, but Billy and Billy Jr. and all of them are just going to get this guy right into a corner and scare the ever-living crud out of him, knocking him out. Okay, so this is here, this goes up, and that goes to 5. Another distract would have been great, but that's all right. Finally, the last thing we do is now Billy's going to target the final girl, which I am way down here, moving 2. Yep, still 2. So 1, 2 to the prize counter, and you are in there. All right, so he definitely is nowhere near me, but at the same time, I am in trouble if I got to beat Remy. I have to beat Remy right here. Remy, is that kind of like a Ratatouille thing with Remy? Because that's the main rat from Ratatouille. I'm going to say yes, but you're going to be the one that I go after now, sir. We're back up to 6 time, but I will first, before I do any of that, throw a distraction. Maybe I'll throw some type of ingredient out on the floor or something like that. Oh, get the sage, get the sage. Try to distract that rat as I run away. Come on, doubles. Come on, doubles. Please give me something. Well, you know what? Still gaining time is fine. And then, of course, at least my horror gauge goes down. it's getting to the point where I can keep it down and it stays down, so that's fine. All right, so a little bit of distraction right there. That is what it is. I'm not going to focus, but I am going to go ahead and do a walk up one. I actually don't have a weak attack on me right now. I have a sprint. You know what? Let's, instead of walking, let's sprint and then maybe get myself some, oh God, what am I going to do? Oh, I don't have my weak attack. Well, you know what? I have a guard on me, so at least I can protect myself from Remy's attack. This guy's kind of where he is right now. I'm just going to focus. I'm going to focus and then try to lower my horror gauge as much as I can. I can always use the guard in order to stop that attack from Remy or just take the 1 damage and be at that. It is what it is. That's fine. Okay, I lose that time I gained, but at least my horror gauge went down by 2. So you're down to 3, you're back down to 6. And by 2, I mean what also I did with distract. So I have 6 time, I have 3 horror. I'm actually going to call it, I've used focus this turn as a 0, so I'm going to use my ultimate and pull this back to my hand. And then with my 6 time right here, I'm going to take the other distract, and I'm actually going to grab kick. Why not grab kick? Maybe I can run up and smack Allie somewhere or just nail Remy next turn or something like that. Either way, I think that's a good thing to do. And then I have 1, 2, 3 into my hand. Let me count. What do I got? 10 exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exactly in my hand with a distract right here. All right, we go through the killer phase. Everyone just does their attacks. There's no victims up here or whatever, but Remy is in my space. I think I would rather have had Retaliate. I think Retaliate is something I want to pick up at some point, because if these guys get into my space, I can retaliate and then kill them faster. But I think instead what I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm just going to take the hit. He's only doing 1 damage, which is fine. So, oh, she gets nailed by Remy, but that's okay. I'd rather see what the Terror card is and then, you know, plan out from there. Maybe use the guard that way. No time for games. Okay. Billy's going to walk towards me and then roll a die and apply the following result. Ew. Oh, that's not fun at all. All right, so first Billy moves. And he's just going to kind of go 1, 2. He is now adjacent to me. Oh, my friend, that might be the wrong move for you. Haha. All right, let's roll this silly effect right here. Oh, a 6! Yes, 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 that's what you get, Billy. You think you're gonna come in here and scare me like you've done everyone else? No, I'm prepared for you. No effects, sir. Okay, before I do anything else, I am gonna first do another distraction. I could very well get myself into the green if I roll well or have enough in order to be able to dump. I have more than enough cards that I'm very happy with just tossing into my discard pile in order to be able to do it. Plus I have her ultimate ability where I can pull 1 back. So using those in tandem together, I should be able to hopefully get into green, unless I roll a blank, which I've been seeing a lot of blanks this game. Play that song for me, Billy. Play it for me. Haha. Nope, we got a 1 star, but that's okay, because I'm probably going to use a focus. So we'll put that as 1, we'll put that right there, and then just like I did before, shebang, focus on up. Again, if we get a 2 star, that'd be even better, because then I can start really collecting some attacks. It's happened, it's possible, we'll see what we get. We get to dump cards. I'm going to take my short rest and my other focus, we're going to toss them underneath, and this, my friends, officially puts us into the green. We are now able to roll 3 dice, which is fantastic, and kind of go from there. What I am going to do is we're going to go ahead and weak attack. My weak attack is going to be combined with the skee ball right here, so take another one of these off, and we're going to be aiming at Billy Jr. right here, because if I can get rid of him, then I can start actually hitting Billy. We'll figure out where we'll go from there. How is it that rolling just 1 more dice makes me way more confident in doing anything in this game as opposed to only 2? Ah, yes! Yes, yes, I don't even have to hurt myself. Yes! So the only problem with defeating Billy is that, or Billy Jr., is it does a damage to Billy, and on Billy's turn, he's just going to heal himself anyway. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Skee ball goes in, and Billy Jr. has been eliminated. Fantastic. Off the field with you. I wish I could find more skee balls. I need more skee balls. Well, actually, what also I need items from other places. A search card is not the worst idea either, but I should probably make my way up and around. All right, so we're just going to do a basic walk right now, because even if I just move 1 space into the ball pit, I should be able to just nail Remy from there using my skee ball, and then use some of my other stuff in order to, because I have 7 times still. I don't think I lost any time, right? That focus right there actually lost me in time. So I'm down to 6. So I'm at 6 time right now. Right, the distraction got me 1. That lost me 1. There we go. Okay, yeah. So if I walk, I'll at least have 5 time in order to be able to do something, pick up a search card for sure right here, and then figure it out from there. I also haven't used my ultimate yet, so that's when the weak attack will come back to my hand. I'm actually only looking for 1 success, so it's always move up to 2, so if I have 2 stars, that's fine as well. Nope, we got 1 star. That's great. That's all I need. As I said, we're down to 5, so we're just going to go whoop right over here into the ball pit. We're going to go into the ball pit. We're going to pick up a ball and kind of shake it in front of Remy, and he's going to think it's a little ball, but no, it's a ski ball. Ha! We have 1 more that we found because as I dig through this, I'm going to use my ultimate ability to take back my weak attack and play it once again. I'm range 1 away from Remy, smacking him in the face. Yes, defeating Remy gives me a move of 1, and I know I said I wanted to do the search, but I think if I get closer to that victim and get, him out of the field, me and the animatronics, man, it'd just be like Wally's World. It'd be so awesome. Oh, jeez, ouch. Well, walking guard gets tossed because I have to do something. It does hurt me. Apparently, there's not much stability within the ball pit, but still. A 2 damage ball comes and nails Remy right in the head. Shkabang, away he goes, defeated and down. My kill reward is a move of 1. Got 2 buddies left and Allie's right here. If I kill her, at least the horror will go down by 1, which is nice. All right, so we'll just move up here. We'll take this guy off the field and I'm going to call it done. I didn't use any other things. I have a lot of cards here that I end up using and nothing else can come back to my hand because I already used her ultimate ability. But still, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm actually kind of confident in this. I got 5, so why don't we just take along the talk? Take a, what is that? A sprint, a search, and a close call in order to try to get over to the prize counter and get something. Unfortunately, every single one of my 0 cards are right here, and this is no longer in my discard pile, so next turn I will not be able to take anything back, but the turn after that, man, I'm going to have a lot to go with. Okay, back up to 6. Everyone does their thing. Billy Jr.'s, I'm just going to get rid of Billy Jr. because Billy Jr. is gone out of here for sure. No victims, no movement, no anything. Again, doing the damage to Billy doesn't really matter because there's at least 1 of these active on the field. So he will always heal 1 heart. It doesn't matter how many are active. As long as at least 1 is active, he heals. So that's how that is. Terror card. From here, we find a power surge. Oh no, place another node in Billy's space. This is what I was talking about. And the horror gauge goes up by 1. So we put a power node right here. So now there's 5 we have to, turn off, deactivate. And he takes away 1 of our horror, which is not fun because I don't have anything in my hand. All my focuses and everything are in the discard pile. So it's not going to really work out very well right now. At least he didn't move. Let's go ahead and do a sprint. That should get me hopefully close. I mean, I have 2 sprints in my hands. I hate using them both, but it is possible for me to go 1, 2, 3, 4 using both of them, rescuing this guy, getting him off the board, and then I don't have a weak attack, so I can't actually hit you. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I want to see what I roll with this first. Back to rolling 2 dice and not feeling very confident about this whatsoever. Movement of 3 would be great because it would put me in the prize counter so I can search and then get the guy out of there, but see what... Oh! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Double 5s! Fantastic! The 5s are alive in this game! Woohoo! Hey, kid, what are you doing here? I don't know, I live here. What is it? My parents don't care about me, so I use the ball pit to travel between dimensions. I don't know what that means, but let's go. 1, 2 more spaces. Come with me. You gotta get home now. Anybody know where that's from? Into the Pit? Anybody play that video game? Very, very love my Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. It's so awkward and weird. Searching this prize counter. Yes, I would love to just take the janitor's mop because I only have 1 more skee ball left. But at the very least, digging through it and seeing what we can find. Come on. Again, I'll just take 1 star. You want to just give me 1 star so I can get the mop? That'd be great. Do I want to dig? No, I'm not going to dig because I still have kick on me. And I figure a basic success will move me up here, gaining a time, and then a second one can move over here, in which case I can use my swift kick to the bolts in order to at least defeat Allie. Should I roll good? I hope so, but we will see. But regardless of anything, I'm actually going to put the skee ball into my backpack, so this is going to be inactive for right now, and we'll take the janitor's mop, which again, once per action phase, if I'm alone in a space, I can spend 2 time and lower the horror gauge, which is really something I should consider doing as well. But first, sprinting our way to rescue this kid and then hopefully defeating an alligator. The sheer chaos that is happening within this pizzeria is unheard of. Well, to most people. For me, it's just another game. Hey-ya! Yes. I was thinking about if I needed to convert or whatever, but no. 1 star, that is enough. All right, so we are down to 5 time because of that. We will move ourselves up in here and hooray, hurrah, kid. Get out of here. It's not a ball pit or whatever, but go back to whatever decade you're from. I don't really care. Get on out of here. Saving that victim because of Rena's ability actually gains us a time back, so we are back to 6. But I am not done yet, because my second movement I have is going to move me right into the janitor's closet where, hey, look what I found. I found a mop. The mop is in the closet with Allie. Now let's go ahead and give her a nice all smackaroo with that. Regardless of anything, it is enhanced by 1. So it's good, right? Weapon cannot be used. Oh, no, weapons can't be used to modify that. Okay, so I need to do a double regardless of anything, and I don't have anything else here. I do have a close call to possibly re-roll. Let's give it a shot. Whatever. No, risk first reward, you know, no guts, no glory. Nicolas Cage would be proud. Let's just kind of go ahead and do this. Come on, here we go. Yeah! Yes! Summoning the power of the cage to take down the evil possessed animatronics. Swoopa! 2 damage onto this guy. Away you go. Wow, this is turning around pretty well. And I get to lower the horror gauge by 1, thus putting me back into the green. All right, you're gone. I'm down to 1 right here. That is the end of the turn because kick immediately ends it. I don't think I used any zeros, right? Yeah, no, because they're all in my discard pile. Next turn, I can turn that off and then start making my way to Billy. Technically, I'm at 5 because of the sprint that I did. So why don't we go ahead and grab all of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. So I have 5. I'm going to grab Retaliate for 4 and the other Close Call for 1 just to have that ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fantastic. And with having, using 0 cost cards this turn, or my next turn, I should be able to put a hurting on Billy. But I need to run around and turn off those nodes or else he's just going to keep healing himself. Speaking of which, Billy will take his turn. Doesn't do anything because he doesn't move or anything along that ways. Let's go ahead and flip that terror card. And this is... spawn a buddy and draw the next terror card. Come on. Just calling in reinforcements left and right. I only have 2 buddies left. Hi, Toby. Toby the Hawk? I think you are, something like that. If Toby kills a victim, +1 to the Bloodlust. It doesn't really matter because it's there's no victims on there. If I kill him, I gain 2, and then 1, 2, 3 hearts. I'm gonna have to grab a Furious Strike or something and mop him to death. All right, so Toby goes into a space that's adjacent from Billy right here, as per always. 1. Toby is right up here. Now, I don't have to kill Toby at all. There's nothing that says that I need to do that. But if he is in the same space as Billy, I will need to kill him in order to be able to do damage. Anyway, next terror card, because it's making me do this. What is that? Animatronical? Is that a word? Sure, why not? It's playtime. Roll a die and apply the following results. What? Do I just get attacked from random spots? Is that how that is? Ew. Repeat the above effect 5 more times. You may reduce this number of times, 1 for each action card you discard from your hand, but you must decide all at once before defeating the, before repeat. Are you kidding? Oh no. Okay, so first things first. Rolling a dice. 1, 2, 3, a 2. Okay, so place the killer with the closest target. I am literally the only target on this field. So, Ashkaba, right there. That actually probably would have been terrible because I realized if I rolled a 4 or 6, they would just be attacking in their spots doing nothing. Now, the problem is, how many times do I want to repeat this? Because now I just want to roll 1 through 3 in order to reduce the chance of him hitting me, because he's just going to keep bouncing back into the same spot. With 3 health left, I don't need Billy hitting me at all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reducing that down to nothing. I've rolled once. Yes, there is a 50-50 chance that whatever I roll wouldn't have mattered. Let's say I did 2. Let's say I only rolled 3 of them, and then I rolled these. He would have hit me for 1, but that doesn't matter right now because it is what it is. Okay, so that's it. That's a terrible card. That's a horrible card. That could be awful with the wrong killer. Oh no. Could you imagine also not just having anything in your hand doing anything? Oh man, that's the worst. Okay, the first thing I'm going to have to do though is I'm going to spend a time to turn off bloop this. I don't really want to be with Billy right now. I know his movement is 2, but I think if I can get away from him, I could weak attack him right now, but I want to kind of do other things. Yeah, so long as these things are on, he's just going to keep healing. So we're going to go ahead and do a basic walk. I do have 3 dice right now because the horror gauge, my horror level is in the green, right? It should be in the green. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the green. Yeah. Right, I beat the animatronics, so it went to the green. Right. Okay, so we want to get out of there. We want to get as far away from Billy as possible with a very, very big way to do that, moving up to 2 spaces. All right, so we're now at 4, 1, 2. I'm in the prize counter. He is 2 spaces away from me, so unfortunately, there's really nothing else that I can do, but I am going to go ahead and take back walk as part of my action, my ultimate action, and replay it, just so I can move 1 more space here into the arcade. All right, here we go. We just need a movement of 1, and that is what we got. Fantastic. All right, so that brings me down here. I'm at 3 time. I will spend another time to make it 2 time to flip this into the off position, and I'm going to call it right there. We are not doing anything else. I only have 2 to spend, but I am going to grab the sprint card because I feel like that if I can get into the ball pit and just kind of search through that and see what I can find, get a weapon, and then let Billy come to me, I think I'll be okay. So that's all I'm doing for that. Both of these go here, and I still have 2 0 cost cards in my hand, a focus and a weak attack should I need either of those. Definitely the most I've ever considered having and using weak attack ever in this game. All right, Billy's up there. He isn't doing anything. Well, Toby would go first regardless, but there is no movement or whatever to the terror card. I'm getting close now to the end of this because we had to flip through the 1. If there are no buddies on the board, discard and draw next. There is 1 actually, and this buddy will be moving and attacking. If at least 1 victim is killed, then increase the bloodlust. Toby only has a movement of 1, so he's actually going to go right here. And you know what? That's fantastic, because I should be able to beat him, at least in theory. Before we do anything else, we're in the upkeep phase. I haven't done the new action phase yet. I'm going to take my janitor's mop, and we're going to swap it back out for the skee balls. So we're going to put those up there, mainly because I am 1 away from that damn Toby, and I should be able to hit him from there with that, and then go on in and reuse my weak attack again in order to knock him out. So let's just do that, shall we? 1 weak attack, 1 skee ball, here birdie, try to get it. Yes, this only does 2 damage to him, but that's fine. All I need to do is that 2 damage in order to get into there in order to beat the bird senseless. That's fine. That's it. Oh man, do I want to lose a heart? Oh no. All right, I'm going to lose a heart because I'm just going to use the 1 result for the weak attack, and that knocks Toby down by 2. So he does have only 1 health left. I hate the fact that all I have is a sprint, and I want to get in just into his spot, but it's what I have right now, and gotta go do what you gotta do. We're keeping the horror gauge in check, and with no other victims on the field, we don't have to worry about the bloodlust going up and those other A's and B's flipping over. Yeah, I figured as much. All right, so we're gonna move 1. It says up to 2, so why don't we just go 1, 2 anyway? So here we are over here. So we use the time right there. Weak attack didn't cause anything. I am bringing weak attack back to my hand because of Rena's ultimate ability. It's so fantastic. I love it. Before I do anything else, let's go ahead and go down to 4 time and turn off the last power node. So now we can hit Billy and not have to worry about him healing himself. But first, weak attack on this guy. And if I happen to need to dump anything, I'll just dump the last 2 cards in my hand. I don't want to, but I don't want to. Well, maybe not, because if I get hit, let's just see what I roll. All right, never mind. Doesn't matter anyway. That last hit on Toby, boom, 1 single hit from the weak attack, and down that bird goes. I gain 2 time from beating him. So the time would have went down 1, but then it goes up to 5. Fantastic. We got that. So now we have 5 time going into this, which is awesome. We also don't need the skee ball token anymore. So, well, that'll be during the upkeep phase. Yeah, my idea was that if I got hit, I'd be down to 1 health, and then I could start rolling another dice through the adrenaline, but that's okay. So you're gone. No more buddies. No more buddies, please. And then with 5, we're far enough away from Billy unless he magically jumps to us. Call it a turn. Take all of this to the hand. And with 5, I'm going to grab 1, 2, search. I do have walks in my hand. Don't really want to use them all, but maybe... no, we'll grab that. And then I have 2 left. Yeah, we'll just take the other sprint, just so I have some movement around and everything. And then I'll worry about dumping cards to gain time a little bit later in order to gain Furious Strike and Critical Blow. All right, Billy boy, what you gonna do? Because you're not doing anything in your space. Panic all victims in your space. Move all victims 1 space towards you. Panic or increase for each enemy in your space. None of that happens. None of that happens with the exception of the event being drawn. And this doesn't really mean anything anymore because there are no more victims. Flipping this one over, we have, oh, it's the birthday girl. The birthday girl is gone. I don't know if she died. Maybe she got chomped on by something. Oh man, it's the bite of Buddyland. Place the birthday girl in the party room. If the birthday girl is alone during the panic phase, she panics. If you save the birthday girl, gain 4. Oh no, she just goes. Oh, she doesn't replace a victim. She just is there. She's in the party room. Okay. Okay, so she is right here. This is actually really good. We're going to go into the panic phase from here, so she's going to panic. If she panics here, I can run up as fast as I can and save her. She panics in the kitchen, I might just multi-sprint my way around in order to save her as well, because the second I get the birthday girl out of there, I gain 4 time. My guess is she was hiding underneath the table or something, and now it's like, where'd everybody go? And she just screams, oh, I'm coming to save you. All right, and before all that happens, we're gonna go ahead. This is discarded, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. We're gonna put the janitor's mop right back in here, which again, I can spend 2 time on my turn, so long as I'm by myself, to lower the horror gauge by 1, dropping it down here, keeping it as low as it can possibly go. Let's panic the birthday girl. Of course, down to the kitchen she goes because she is by herself, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just use my sprint first. If I use my sprint and get myself to the dining room, I should be, yes, I can search. I do have a search, fantastic. So let's do that first. All right, so let's get ourselves down there and then as close as we can get to the birthday girl as possible. That's fine, we'll just go and do that. All right, down the 5 time, 1, 2. Billy is just chilling up there. He might be like recharging and getting ready for a strike, but little does he know what's gonna happen soon. Little do I know what's gonna happen soon too. Let's go ahead and search the dining room and hopefully get something good. All right, there's gotta be something good in here. It's a dining room. They have to have all types of crazy utensils or something to be able to use, right? What's spinning? Spin, 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 spin. Oh, it's blank. So I got a 1, a 6, and a 3. I'm gonna take my short rest and my close call and I'm gonna toss them underneath the search. You know what? I'm gonna take back my close call and I'm gonna take my walk and do that because I can always pull that back to my hand in a little bit. So I've double succeeded. So I get to take the top 2 items from the item deck and pick one to choose. All right, so item number 1 from that happens to be the claw machine token. I won, I actually won. God, my 5-year-old is obsessed with claw machines. Discard while in an arcade space. So look through the unused item cards and take one of your choice. Ooh, so that's like all of the, I know there's only 4, but like any one of these 4 I can look through and take one of my choice when I'm in an arcade space. That's really good. We also have some leftover pizza. During your action phase, I can either lower the horror level or gain 2 health. I would get 2 charges of that, that's fine. This actually makes sense that it's in a dining room, by the way. We're gonna keep the claw machine token for right now. All right, so I'll put this back up here. Let's go ahead and do a basic walk just to get to the birthday girl and move her somewhere out of here. This will put me at a time of 4, and I think it'll also draw the last terror card, so we're just gonna leave it as this once I do this roll. I get to move 1 space. All right, I'll at least be in her space, and I can figure out what to go from there. Yeah, that's fine. So we're in her space right now. Hooray, hurrah, all that in between. Calling it, I'm actually, well, before I call that, I'm going to take back one of these walks. So I'm gonna use Renee's power, take back a walk. I guess I could just walk again. No. I'm gonna wait till my next turn. I don't wanna use too much time. I get to take my weak attack back, which is nice. So that is my hand. I do have 4 that I could use. I'm going to just kind of rely on the janitor's mop right now. And I'm going to grab this Furious Strike right now just to have it in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 3 do attack, so I can retaliate, which is good. Weak attack and Furious Strike. Plus, if I get over to the arcade, which is exactly what I'm hoping to be able to do, I can find something really good in the discard pile. So the last terror card of the game is another Do the Splits. Billy moves basically twice and attacks. Well, he won't kill he won't kill the birthday girl. He will not kill the birthday girl. Here's why. He has a movement of 2. He's first targeting a victim, which is the birthday girl right here. If she was still in the party room, she would be messed up. He's gonna go 1, 2. That's it. That's his entire movement. He can't go any further. That is it. Now he's targeting me, the final girl. So even when he moves into this space, into the kitchen, it's a big giant bear who's chasing us. He's seeing me instead of her. She's like hiding underneath me. Save me, save me. Which he is now gonna attack for 3. And I will go ahead and retaliate, which I do have the mop. The mop will benefit from this. So no matter what, it's either gonna be 2 or 3 damage to Billy the Bear. What makes me most happy is I didn't get any minor dark powers because I hate those so much and their additional health that they give. Hiya! Okay, so I would take 1 damage, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss both of my focuses because I don't need them. Hiya! Back under here we go to do a full damage reduction, so all damage from attack is reduced, and 3 damage to Billy. Parts! 3 down, 5 to go. But while we're over here, now that we have done the final terror card, we flip the finale. Oh, these are never good. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Because why not? You reveal Boris, spawn Boris. You must kill Billy and Boris to win. Who's the last buddy? I just want to see the last buddy. Cam the chameleon, whatever. Not really worried about you. I just wanted to show it because why not? We've seen every other buddy in this. Boris the pig. I mean, you know, our main animatronic's a bear. His best friend's a pig. Feel a Winnie the Pooh and Piglet vibe going on here. Boris has 1, 2, yeah, I'm gonna Furious Strike him. 3, do I have another heart? Yep, it's way over here. 4 health to him. He has a movement of 2, an attack of 3. He is a level 7 initiative, and once I beat him, I can take any action card, including the famed critical blow. Yeah, you need to go down first, my friend, because regardless, I gotta beat them both in order to win. I seriously cannot believe that this is where we're at right now. I really cannot. This is real. That's everything. Have I? Oh no, I forgot to put stuff away. Oh wait, these searches actually go back over here. I'm sorry, no wonder this pile's so big. The 2 focuses stay there because those are what I used right now, but these all can go back here. Okay, now that I'm caught up, we can actually do our thing. Now, the other thing I gotta remember is that this is knocked all over the place apparently. Billy has a movement of 2 and he attacks twice. So as long as I get far enough away from him, I'll be okay. I need to get her out of here. I need to get her out of here immediately. I also don't have any sprints. I thought I had a sprint. I do not have a sprint. Oh no, this is gonna be really, really bad. Oh, I mean, should I just fight Billy now? I could just fight Billy now. Let's just fight Billy now. Okay, we're gonna fight Billy now. Because if I could beat Billy here, then I just have to deal with Boris. Which, speaking of which, let's roll where Boris goes. 5? He is up there in the party room. Okay. If I beat him and then run, okay, so this is, okay, all right. Weak attack against Billy right here. This could do a maximum of 2, and then I could Furious Strike him and hopefully knock him out of commission for good. We have a little bit of leeway with my ultimate ability to do another weak attack if need be. Nothing really that I can do to manipulate cards, or dice I should say, but here's hoping. Okay, all right, that's good. That's our first shot against him doing 2 damage. Well, bam, 2 damage onto Billy. I'm gonna move this guy down because now we know these are our 2 enemies that we have to fight. Boris will to move and attack on his turn, and then Billy's going to, well, he's not gonna heal, which is great, but he would move and attack twice. I am gonna now go ahead and not take my weak attack back. Yes, I am going to take my weak attack back because that would just make more sense. We're going to Furious Strike. Furious Strike will do 3 damage at its best, which I'm hoping to be able to do, and then kill him. And then kill him. Oh, please let there not be anything underneath that final token. 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars. Please, 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 2 stars. Oh, no. Oh, I gotta dump. All right, we're going to try this. I'm going to take my close call and my weak attack. And we're going to toss them both. I've already taken a card back to my hand. So what's great about the Furious Strike is that the horror gauge does go down a little bit, so that's fine. I've done 3 damage to Billy. Can't be a heart. This can't be a heart. This can't be a heart. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, good, fantastic. All right, Billy has been defeated. That was a chance, because if this was a heart, I would be so messed up right now. Oh my goodness, Billy has been defeated. Move him out of the way. We need to run, kid. We need to get out of here now, as far away from the evil pig as possible. It's 2 stars, or this birthday girl has seen her last birthday. Oh, gee. Oh, just stop being so tense with the spinning of things, will ya? Oh my goodness, go, go, go. Run. Run. Get out of here as fast as we can. Boris only moves 1, so that's fine. Oh my goodness. All right, going back through everything, I do have 5 to spend. So I have these. I don't have anything else in my hand, so I can't really do too much. Let's go ahead and sprint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a kick because I have damage that I would like to do. Boris has 4 health. I need to beat Boris in order to win the game. But first, I need to get rid of the little girl and save her. Oh, man, and Boris is going to be coming right at me immediately. All of this is here. Okay, all right. Boris moves 2. He's going to go 1, 2 right at me as his only thing that he does. The birthday girl is with me. She is in the same spot with me, so she does not panic as I'm trying to hold on to her. Now we're in the next action phase, which I will go ahead and do a walk. Do I want to walk now or do I want to, no. We're going to do this. We're going to sprint because I need to get her out of here immediately. I also want to use that claw machine token. So moving 3 will actually get me exactly where I need to be, but I need to move minimum of 2 and I can't risk it with the walk. So I could do it. No, I really don't want to toss anything and I'd rather just hold on to it. So we're going to go 1, 2, and she is gone. Yay! Go celebrate your birthday somewhere else, you. Get out of here, special victim. Okay, so she's a special victim, which is great. I would have lost 1 time from that, but she gains me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is awesome. I'm going to wait. I'm actually going to stop right there because Boris is going to move 1, 2 closer to me. I can move 1 space into here with him, use my coin to try to collect something, and then just spend the rest of the turn beating him down. So I have 9 to spend. Of course, we're getting critical blow for 6. Why wouldn't we? These all come back to my hand as well. And I'm going to grab Improvise. I'm going to grab Improvise in order to try to make the best possible result for that turn going forward. So hooray for that. Sprint goes back. Boris, the evil pig, goes 1 and 2. He apparently is Russian. But he's not Russian so much to get to me fast. I, however, am ready to take on the bacon. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to walk first. I know I have Improvise, but I'd rather just walk, get up to that 1 space, use my claw machine, and then immediately just do what I can to win this scenario. This has been tense. Holy jeez. Oh, gosh, that was tough. This is tough. I'm confident that we're going to do pretty good. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. All right. Thanks. Spoken like the last good true words of this game. All right. So this is actually down 2 time. I'm pretty sure I forgot to take the 2 time last time I used walk and I took the damage, but it is what it is. So the positive point is now I'm rolling 4 dice. So we're going to move up here to where Boris is. We do get our move. We lost our time, whatever. And now we're going to go ahead and plop in the claw machine. Boris, wait a second. I gotta go win a prize. Hold on. Click, click. So our options are a security robot, which is great in order to move victims around. This was the one that I thought was another buddy that was like the kill bots from Chopping Mall, but he's your, quote, vehicle for this map, which is really cool to see. A food tray, which blocks damage. An arcade card, which I can discard this while in an arcade place to spend 3 time to lower the horror gauge by 3. That is awesome. And then I also have a flash camera. When an enemy would move into your space, instead make it stop in an adjacent space, basically flashing it in its face and saying you are not going anywhere. I'm just going to take do I want a robot? Place a robot in your space. When you gain movement effect, you can use it on the robot. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to take the token. The token, it doesn't matter also with the token because none of those items help me whatsoever in this scenario. If it was a better weapon, it'd be better indeed. But for right now, we are going to improvise. I want to try to get the most out of my dice for these final attacks. He does not have any type of, final health token. So I just want to do the most I can. We'll go ahead and roll all 4 dice and sure, dumping the 2 focuses. So now for the rest of this turn, 3s and 4s are also considered successes. Critical blow, which should be enough to beat him. 4 dice. At least one of those. You know what? Now before I do that, I used kick. I didn't want to go put kick. Let's weak attack first. Just because I won't be ending my turn then. Knock him down a little bit, and then we can critical him out of existence. It's 3 successes technically, so hooray! That does 2 out of 4 damage for little piglet Boris. 2 more to go. I could recall weak attack using my ultimate ability, but I think I'd rather just have some fun and really, like I said, give him the business because I am done being in this particular arcade. I love arcades. This one, they may want to think about getting new management. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And I think anything at all except for a complete fail will do me well. Hey! Thank God that I used that improvise. Thank you for using that improvise. Critical blow would have still done 2 damage, but I would have taken 2 damage and it would have been problematic. But it doesn't matter. Boris the pig has been defeated. I can take any action card. It doesn't matter. He is dead. He is gone. Both him and Billy have been decommissioned and we have finished this scenario. Billy the bear and all of his buddies have been taken down. Menacing machines, evil endoskeletons, and horrible bites to the head could not stop you. Congratulations for clearing out the horrors in Buddyland. My goodness, seriously, I can't believe that we ended up seeing almost all of the buddies except for that chameleon one. And if we had kept going on the track or whatever, the last 3 that were there, 2 of them were discard the next terror card, so it would actually move the time forward, and then the last one was no effect. There is a B event where it's spawn a buddy in your space, so it was very possible that that buddy could have gotten on there as well. We got Billy Jr., we got Boris, we could have very well have had all 7 buddies on the field at one time and had to take them down one by one. But again, you didn't have to. You had to at least beat Billy if he was by himself. But I had to beat Boris too. My God, wow. And of course, there's a whole lot more to discover in not only this feature film, but other ones as well. Guys, thank you once again for joining me in this session for Final Girl. Let me know all your thoughts and everything down in the comment section below. I will be jumping back into season 3 after this. I want to do the Eyeless and Utopia because I've been looking forward to that one a lot in series 3. But again, this showed up. I had to do it. It was absolutely amazing. Plus, it's really current right now with everything being on pre-order and everything. So more information for you guys out there, the better, I say. In order not to miss any future Final Girl action, going to Utopia, or who knows where I'm going to go to next, Hell or some weird 80s Falconwood place, be sure you are subscribed to the Home Gamer Dad. If you wish to support the channel even further, picking this up for yourself, going over to those pre-order sites and doing that would be fantastic. And if the older sets and everything, you can either get them on to Van Ryder Games. I don't get anything for that. That's just, me sending you over that way. But I do have affiliate links down there for Noble Knight Games. Thank you so much for that partnership with you guys. You've been absolutely amazing through all of this. You can check on their website if you wish to pick anything else up. Those purchases go a long way to helping Home Gamer Dad grow. Memberships and Patreon subscribers get extra votes whenever I put out for things I'm doing in the future, videos early, and of course, just first consideration whenever I ask various questions to my communities and everything. But regardless of all of that, pushing all of that to the side, your view, your like, sharing this video, subscribing to the channel, commenting down below, whatever you have, that goes a long way to helping the Home Gamer Dad grow, giving me the ability to make these videos for you, constantly put them out, and share my love and infectious enthusiasm for this game. Guys, thank you once again. I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves and each other. We are family forever, gaming together. Doesn't matter if we're stuffed inside of an animatronic suit or we're trying to exercise them out of there or just running for our lives against mechanical monsters. There we go. It's been a long day. We'll always be there for each other and taking care of each and every one of us. Till next time, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you all later.